while we fix the border before we do anything else on this issue. But America is still the land of opportunity, and it is a beacon of hope and liberty, and as Ronald Reagan said, a shining city on the hill, and we're not going to erect barriers and fences.
Thank you, Senator. Let me go back to Jennifer. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Carolyn Gargis, you're here with us tonight. You are a state legislator. What is your hometown?
Hollis.
And what's your question?
What would you do to include moderate Republicans and to bring back to the party those independents who were formerly registered Republicans?
Governor Gilmore, speaking with you.
When I was a candidate for governor, I was told that a conservative couldn't appeal to moderate areas in the state of Virginia. And I rejected that because I believe that conservatism still stands for all people. It stands for everyone. And it goes to this question that my colleagues were talking about. What's an American? An American is someone who's noble, someone who's greater than just themselves and their own personal interests, and someone the rest of the world can look up to, and someone who believes in liberty and freedom. And when I ran for governor, I went to the moderate communities and said, listen, we're going to talk about empowering people. We're going to talk about giving back more tax money. We're going to talk about the value that is yours around the kitchen table to decide where your child's going to go to school, or whether or not you can pay the tuitions, or whether you can pay the mortgages. And you earn this money, and we understand very well that you have to pay taxes, but we also understand the value of every single person as a taxpayer.
Thank you. Thank you, Governor. Hold on one second now. Congressman Hunter, I want you to weigh in because Arnold Schwarzenegger, your governor in California, has become very popular out there by bringing in independents and moderates and trying to forge a consensus among Republicans and Democrats in your state. Shouldn't the GOP nationally be following that Arnold Schwarzenegger example in California?
No. And let me just say, you know, I look at Governor Romney, Mayor Giuliani, my good friend John McCain. Governor Romney joined with Bill Clinton for the 1994 gun ban when I was fighting that. Mayor Giuliani stood with him at the White House on that. Governor Romney has passed what I consider to be a major step towards socialism with respect to his mandated health care bill. John McCain is standing strong with Ted Kennedy on this Kennedy-McCain-Bush border enforcement bill. I think the guy who's got the most influence right here with these three gentlemen is Ted Kennedy. And I think we need to move away from the Kennedy wing of the Republican Party.
I got to let all three of them respond. Governor Romney, go ahead first, but do it very briefly.
The model for how the Republican Party wins, and wins moderates, Democrats, independents, conservatives, is who? Ronald Reagan. He did it. Ronald Reagan won in Massachusetts, both times he ran. How did he do that? He had a stool he sat on that had three legs. One was a strong military. And today a strong military means more troops, more funding to make sure that our troops are cared for in the battlefield with the equipment they need, and our veterans receive the care they need when they get home.
Thanks.
Strong military, strong economy, keeping our taxes down, and strong families and strong family values.
Thank you.
That's the stool with all three legs.
Mayor.
And one more thing. Optimism and a vision for the future.
Thank you. Mayor, go ahead. I want you to respond specifically to what we heard from Congressman Hunter.
I think, ma'am, the way to accomplish what you want is to nominate me. That would be the way to do it. And I think the Republican Party can unite around two major principles that are bigger than all of us: being on offense against terrorism, unlike the Democrats who are on defense against terrorism. And you saw that 2 nights ago here. They couldn't even utter the words Islamic terrorism. It's our biggest enemy. They couldn't utter it. We need somebody who can stand up to that. And second, someone who will be on offense for a growth economy. Fight this impulse to raise taxes, do socialized medicine, put everything in government. Those are the two big principles that unite us and make us a majority party.
Thank you.
And we have to respect some of our differences.
Senator McCain.
Protect the family. That's one of the questions earlier. Protect our American family. It's under assault in many respects, as we all know. And second, take the lead in fighting this transcendent issue of our time, the battle and struggle against radical Islamic extremism. It is a force of evil that is within our shores. Look at the events of the last few days at JFK, the attempts at Fort Dix, the London suicide bombers. My friends, this is a transcendent struggle between good and evil. Everything we stand for and believe in is at stake here. We can win. We will never surrender. They will. I am prepared to lead. My life and my experience and my background and my heroes inspire me and qualify me to lead in this titanic struggle, which will not be over soon, but we will prevail.
Thank you, Senator. Thanks to all of you for joining us. This, unfortunately, is time for us to say goodbye for this second part of this debate. It brings the end of our debate here. Please be sure to join us for our next debate. That will occur on July 23rd from Charleston, South Carolina. It promises to be a revolutionary approach to campaign debates in partnership with YouTube and Google. You're going to want to see this. Our thanks once again to St. Anselm College here in Manchester, and to our partners, WMUR-TV and the New Hampshire Union Leader. Coverage on CNN continues right now with my colleague Anderson Cooper and our colleague Larry King as well.
CNN's New Hampshire debate coverage is sponsored by AARP and Fidelity.